Welcome back to Lunchtime News. And on this business segment, we are looking at covering risk, and we have a bias on bank assurance. In studio is Janet Mbidi, General Manager, Equity Bank Assurance Intermediary. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
Maybe in a nutshell, what exactly do you do and what exactly is bank assurance for our viewers?
I'll start by introducing myself. Yes. My name is Janet Mbidi, General Manager, Equity Bank Assurance. Happy to be here. So bank assurance generally is the distribution of insurance through the banks. Originally, we had insurance distributed by agents, distributed by brokers, and also distributed by, different various channels. Right now, we have bank assurance that is taking advantage of the big and clientele that they have through their main course, which is banking, to distribute insurance.
And how does bank assurance identify and assess this risk when developing insurance for insurance solutions for maybe your clients or even business?
We work very closely with insurance partners. Remember, bank assurance is a distribution channel, not an insurance company. So what you do is distribute insurance that is mainly done by the insurance companies. So we work with companies that we partner with to assess the risks. Different risks. Remember, we do life insurance, we do medical insurance, we do general insurance. So depending on the risk and the insurance company, we identify clients, place them with the right partner for the risk identification and then the coverage.
From my understanding, bank assurance is the integration of banking and insurance at the same time. And how does this model ensure that there is ability to offer insurance, comprehensive coverage? Because mostly, and how does it differ from this traditional insurance that we usually take?
Right. So, as I said first, bank assurance is taking advantage of already existing clientele. We have a client who is coming to the bank for banking services. These are the same clients who need insurance. So how bank assurance comes in is, let's say someone wants cover and they are struggling financially. Bank assurance has an upper hand, given that the main role of the bank is giving loans. So in bank assurance, you're able to give a client an insurance loan, which is not common with the other channels of distribution. You have a business, you don't have to go to touch your working capital and divert it to insurance. We're able to advance a small loan. Let's say for your premium is 200,000. To whatever amount. We give you a loan for that 200,000 that you can pay between 3 months to 10 months. So that is something that makes bank assurance an advantage to our customers. When you come to the bank, we are looking forward to having a one-stop shop. When you're in the bank, you do your insurance, you do your banking, you do everything. You don't have to get out and now go to the insurance company. We are a link between the client and the insurance company. Remember, we make it easy for the clients because as bank assurance, the insurance company treats us as a book, not as a one person. So if you have a book of, let's say, 5 billion, you're able to negotiate for discounts. You're able to negotiate for quicker claim settlements as an SLA. Service level agreements for the big book that you have. Yeah.
And from your view, what are the most significant emerging risks that individuals and even businesses are facing today, and where do you come in as bank assurance?
I'll talk of those risks in the 3 angles of insurance. We have life insurance, medical insurance, and also we have the general insurance. So when you talk about life, what is the risk that a business will go through because of, for instance, loss of life? You are the owner of the business, you're gone. It means that the business is closed. The business does not continue. So bank assurance comes in to advise in case of an unforeseen happening, how does your business continue? There are covers that will enhance that and ensure that your business continues with or without your presence. When you look at medical, you can get sick. You're running the businesses. Your employees are running the business. If you get sick or your employees get sick, how does the business continue? Again, bank assurance comes in to ensure that in case you're sick, bills are taken care of and the business again continues. Now, largely when we look at general insurance, a business can face a lot of risks from financial risks. A business can face things like theft, burglary. You can also face fire. all those different unforeseen happenings that can come in. So we come in to ensure that in case that happens, we are able to compensate you and get you back on feet again and quickly to ensure business continuity, and that again replicates to the economy. If the businesses are continuing, the economy is also growing. Yeah.
And I've noticed that we'll be having our first insurance day in Kenya.
Yes.
And maybe you're borrowing from what I saw, Mashirika Days, the SACCOs have their own day that they celebrate. What exactly is the first? Yes?
It's the first, and I would want to, it is the first, and it is something I would want to applaud my employer, Equity Bank, for. This day is looking forward to, give a conversation to the clients. And it will be happening in all our branches. We have 216 branches across the country. So during this day, so many people don't really understand what insurance is. Just the way you say they don't understand what bank assurance is, they don't really understand what is insurance. The talk in the market is that insurance does not pay. There are surveys that were done long ago where the claim payment was around 70%. That was in 2012. Things have changed, and claims are actually being paid. People need to understand different kinds of insurances. If I'm taking a medical cover, what is covered? If I'm taking a life cover, what is covered? And if I'm taking a cover for my assets, what is covered? So these days is looking forward to answer all those questions. I would urge everybody to take advantage of it by visiting our branches. We'll make an announcement of when that is happening.
Oh, you haven't said the date yet. Now, what critical risk do Kenyans constantly underestimate, and how does maybe your bank assurance come in to close this gap?
I think I would say it's a trend in our country that people, because of the already formed notion that insurance does not pay, think insurance as a luxury. It's not a luxury, it's actually a necessity. Everything you do, everything you touch is sort of a risk. Even right now when I just walk from here going to the door, I'm not sure that I'm getting there. We live by faith. So I would just urge, generally, we need to listen to the talks about insurance, know what covers exist, knowing that a risk is inevitable and can happen anytime and anywhere. Yeah.
Now, how are you infusing technology to transform risk coverage? I'm talking about this because we've seen everything now. We can do almost everything in our phones. How are you integrating technology in that, and more specifically AI?
Thank you for that. Technology is taking also insurance to the next level. I'll give you an example of the basic cover we have of motor insurance. Before, for motor insurance, it was mandatory for someone to take their car for assessment at the assessment center. Right now, we have partners that have already advanced to levels where you can just take a photo of your car, and then in the background, using the AI technology, the assessment is able to be done, and the value of your car is coming out. That makes it a quicker way of taking up insurance, as opposed to waiting for 2 days for you to get your the value of your car and so forth. This is on all round, even for medical. When you go to the hospital to do your medical test, they're able to transfer the test immediately to the insurance intermediary or company that you're dealing with. So AI and technology generally has made insurance a very made it a bit quick in terms of being taken up. And that is when you want to take cover, you don't have to fill the manual proposal forms. You just fill your details on the phone. They can go to the insurance company and they are able to quickly give you back either a quotation, if it's the coverage, policy documents, again back to your phone or your email. So the way the process of insurance is, I would say AI has cut down by let's say from 24 hours to 3 or 4 hours for the entire process.
And a key barrier to picking up or taking up in insurance is the cost. How are you ensuring that your bank assurance is inclusive and also could cover Mama Mboga and the border guys as well?
Yeah, thank you for that question. It's a very important question. So affordability is a very key issue in insurance. One of the things we've done, and especially as bank assurance, is the IPF, the insurance financing. If you need insurance, you don't need to have the whole amount in cash.
Yes.
We're able to advance you a loan and pay. You can choose between 3 months to 10 months. So you're able to pay back the loan at your convenience and at the premiums that you're able to make at the end of each month during that tenure that you've chosen. That is number one. Again, as bancassurance, we are able to negotiate for very good coverage at affordable premiums because of the large book that we have. When we go to the insurance companies, we are not going to propose one client. We are going to propose as equity bancassurance. We have clients worth 5 billion. What rates can we get that make it possible for our clients to afford? Remember, our goal is to make the client afford insurance and be covered for even us to do well in terms of the loans.
10 seconds for your final comments.
Thank you very much. I will go again to repeating my statement that insurance is not a luxury. It's actually a necessity that we need to have. At Equity Bancassurance, we are ready for you. We have 216 branches across the country that are ready to serve you, that have knowledgeable insurance officers that are ready to give you all the data that you need, and also claims people that ensure that you're covered and your claims are processed effectively and efficiently. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That has been Janet Mbidi, who is the General Manager, Equity Bancassurance. We are looking at covering risk, and they say that insurance is very important. Doesn't matter the cost, but insurance is critical.